Hello there, happy Friday and welcome. And yeah, today's gonna be more or less like a bit of a slow one because it's gonna be looking back onto, well, a pretty well-known name in the tower defense department, Bloons Tower Defense, and it's always surprising, like, how far it went, from its humble origins as an internet browser only game to like really well regarded. And it's actually pretty much multi-platform. Like, it's not just on the internet anymore. It's like on phones, on computers, well, they don't need internet to play, but also on consoles too, which is really impressive just how far it's gone. Well, with that, let's actually go ahead and start this off with the first game, Bloons Tower Defense 1, and I will be turning on music because it wouldn't be until Bloons Tower Defense 4 that the game would actually have music involved. So let's actually go ahead and get this started. Just need to turn on Flashpoint. Just gonna wait for it to load up. And game capture properties. There we go. And let me increase the size. And let me turn on the games because it's a little bit unnerving just to have it without music. And yeah, in this game, it's pretty much just bare bones. Wait, hang on, I also need to put in the cursor as well so that way you can see my actions. Alright, there we go. It's all ready. And that's weird, oh, I think I didn't save it. Hang on. Oh, I have to click it to show the cursor. I'm stupid. Yeah, as you can see here, this is where just all one had to offer, 5 towers and 1 map, where you have the objective of going through 50 rounds. And we'll start off good and basic with the good old Dark Tower. And let's see, we'll put him over here. And also, compared to the future games, they only ever had 2 upgrades. For the Dark Monkey, it's being able to shoot farther and be able to do piercing hits. So we'll grab both. And let's begin. Yeah, that's pretty much the whole loop of this game. It's pretty much positioning towers properly so that way you can survive longer, because at first you only have red balloons, but later on their color will change, which will take more than 1 pop to get rid of. Now it's important to note that some towers do not play well with each other. For example, the ice tower, it's against tags and darts because frozen balloons cannot be popped, but they can be blown up with the bomb tower. Yep, now blue balloons are coming in, which they take 2 pops because they more or less they're more or less red balloons. I mean, they're more or less like blue balloons, but have 1 extra hit point. So yeah, we'll more or less just have blue darts. More or less just keep using dart monkeys for now. And it's also too important to make sure, you don't overspend your money. Because you don't want to be, completely floundering for what to do, because you only have 40 lives in this game. Well, not doing too terrible. And yep, now we've upgraded to another balloon tier, and that is green balloons, which they are a little bit more quicker. So we'll plant 1 more monkey dart tower here. unfortunately, I'm gonna have to lose maybe 1 life. Okay, a bunch of blues are incoming. But thankfully with the Pierce upgrade, darts can pop more than 1 balloon. Lose a bit more lives. 37. Alright, I think I'll do one more monkey tower and one more dark tower, and then I'll like invest in the other tower types. Since attack tower, it can be nice. It's nice during like the U-turns because it'll shoot in like multiple directions. Which will definitely help out thin out big balloon clusters. And then I'll do my last monkey tower over here. Try to split my time like evenly across the 5 titles. Oh boy, that's a lot of green. I don't know if I'll be able to do it because sadly the one monkey tower here does not have darts, and oh my god, it's literally missing the balloons. Okay, time for a lot of greens. Should be a clear. Okay, wow. Alright, now we've entered yellow territory. I mean, they're a lot more faster. Like, way faster. Sadly, darts can miss if they're not thrown right. Oh, I don't have enough money for the attack tower, but after this round should be enough. Come on, just a little bit more. Here we go. And I'll hopefully spare like my dark tower some pain. Handle the ones at the bottom, because sadly you can't have the monkeys target what balloon strength you want. Let's take for faster shooting and then extra range. Yeah, in the older titles, you're really like limited for what you can do. There's no passives, no super broken combos like the Monkey Buccaneer water spots. Super Monkey Tower, really expensive, but pretty much the goal for the game. And I think I'll save for another attack tower down there. Wow, it's the end. Wow, this one's sort of pulling in work, but not as much as I would like. Okay, just a little bit more for attack tower. And I think I'll put it in here so that way the extra attack range can hit, like, everything. I'm gonna save for faster shooting. So the speed it shoots starts is, And yeah, that is kind of true, because, like, it doesn't matter the type of game, like, when you're in endless mode, it becomes a challenge to see, like, you know, how long till your computer lags out of, like, you know, all the particles being thrown on the screen, which is darts, balloons, and, like, whatever kind of wacky effects happen. Which was kind of limited since, like, at the time, you only had the internet browser as your reliable as a reliable source. Ain't no yellows, but I will want to put about 3 more tag towers, and then I'll invest in getting bombs. And tag tower should go... here. Yeah, extra range should be enough. It's funny how, like, the round descriptions, like, they even carry over to, like, future games, like, mainly the description department, along with, Bloon's strength. Though, of course, later titles soon introduce, like, new mechanics such as camo, regen, and even, like, lead. Which lead really does, like, incentivize some good challenge. They actually incentivize challenge because they pretty much are covered by metal that they can't be broken normally by darts. But if you have like something that can break it, like a bomb or hot darts, then they become manageable. Because at least the only saving grace for them is that they're slow. Important to watch your corners. Okay, 1 more tide tower, and then I don't want to do an ice tower because otherwise I'll unnecessarily cluster. Right here. Good boy, 45 yellows. Hopefully these tag towers are good enough. Putting in work. Yellows, greens, more yellows. I think I'll want the bomb tower more than the ice tower because the ice tower is kind of useless by itself. And it doesn't have the features of extra popping power. And a little bit of fun trivia right there. Hang on, I want to check something. It's not sounding too loud on OBS. Okay, come on, a little bit more. Okay, enough for a bomb tower. I do want to get it a good range, like... let me see. Here's good enough. And we'll go extra range. And we'll save for bigger bombs. Important for those tag towers. Come on, bigger bombs. There we go. Now Blast Race is a little bit more stronger. Alright, now we've upgraded to a little bit of a more nastier color. Black Bloons, they're tiny, but they come with a nasty surprise of multiple yellows and having an immunity for... yeah, later on, like, you will have types of balloons that, like, have an you need to do something like, yeah, like white balloons, they are immune to freezing, and black balloons are immune to explosive damage. And later on, there's a certain color combo that is kind of bad for both. I don't know if it's in this game. Alright, we'll save for the ice tower. Right? Hard to believe that before Monkey, it was just a... Hard to believe that before Monkey, it was Before Monkey, it was just like, you know, a generic tower. This is turning nasty. Yep, I'm definitely taking damage. Okay, let's start the next round. So yeah, frozen balloons, you know, only bomb towers can get rid of them. It does make it nice to, like, you know, have a cluster ready for annihilation. I think we'll save for one more bomb tower. A weird quirk, like that they only throw from one hand, which does affect, like, you know, their dark trajectory. Let's see. Station over here. Oh boy, I'm down to 4. Now. If a single yellow makes it, then it's game over. A green is affordable, but I wouldn't want that. Let's go for bigger bombs. But yeah, the exit definitely needs... Oh, damn it. Okay, it barely popped into a green. It barely popped into a green. Oh my goodness. Range. Okay, there we go. This is gonna be rough because, like, pretty much like your main objective is the Super Monkey, but you are limited for funds, and when you sell a tower you bought, you only get 80% of the money back. And that's one of the main goal, like reach 4,000 so that way you don't lose all your progress. I think one more bomb tower should do. Come on. Yes, it is important, like, it does make sense to hold, like, you need all tower types because even the ice towers, like, you know, have utility. Even if only the bomb towers can blow them up. Which I think I might need to do another ice tower, like, in the center here, so that way you can help, like, you know, you can help out both sides. Yeah, frame rate back in the day is kind of like, you know, it was really dependent on your internet connection off your computer at the time. Come on, a little more, okay. coming. Come on, where's long freeze time? And, yep, there goes. Oh well. That's pretty much Bloons Tower Defense 1, and yeah. 37 rounds. Honestly, like, you know, surprised it lasted that long. But yeah, this game is really archaic. Only one map and five towers. Like you really need to, like, you know, plan out your run. Like, you know how many balloons are each round, how much money you'll make off of them, and what towers you think could win, because you'll definitely need like the first 4 before you can be able to afford the 5th one. Way, so to go ahead and go on to the next version, which released like, you know, one year after Bloons Tower Defense 1. Yeah, hard to believe this came out in 2007. Anyways, here's number 2. Seriously, props to Pngtuber for creating this series. Now, this game does add in a bit of improvements, like, for example, like, there's, like, 3 difficulties you can pick, which also affects, like, you know, the map you're playing on. And let me tell you, like, hard is kind of hard because, as you can see here with the map, 2 entrances, 2 exits. Honestly, a first for the series, too. But we're gonna go with easy. And anyway, some new stuff I got added. Like, for example, we now have, we have one new tower. We have one new tower and two temporaries. But it's not surprising to think that glue was introduced here until it became its own dedicated tower. And road spikes are pretty much like an emergency exit strategy where it's just one balloon is about to make it, you just plant it right there and it'll just pop immediately. But it's important to note that for these temporary items, they do go away as soon as the round is over. And for the new tower type, we have the boomerang, where pretty much throw a boomerang around. But also this is gonna be is also the first one that can actually interact with the ice tower, because Sonic Boom will let you smash frozen balloons instead of like bomb towers only. And some things get changed, like cannon, ice ball, and now it's named Dart Monkey. So we'll put the Dart Monkey here. And the prices and the money and like costs haven't changed. Like hey, let's go on and begin. And down there's our round counter. And it's the same objective, reach 50 rounds while not losing all your lives. Yeah, funny how this game also shows a link to the first one, which, like, I don't know if people would be that willing to go back to the first one, but then again, like, at the time it was a year old. Okay, Hugh, I almost had to use the road spikes. But then again, I would have had no money. Now, road spikes aren't that expensive, but they will, like, take a chunk out of your funds. Yeah, that is kind of a funny thing that, like, with one, I imagine it could be hypothetically possible to use only dart towers, but yeah, it's kind of funny how the developers actually, like, made sure that you can't repeat the same strategy. So I think we'll will put in one more dart monkey down here. Just gotta wait to get enough funds. Oh, guess we better use some road spikes. These can work for up to 10 balloons. Okay, a little bit. Oh, actually, wait. I would take like a little bit money for I would take a little bit more money for a dart for a tack shooter, but I realized I wanted the monkey towers first. Okay, thankfully it'll reach the last one down here. Boop. Yeah, well, glue is like a 10 more than the spikes. Slowdown is pretty good. Important to make sure that like it only affects 20 at a time. Alright, now to save for attack shooter, which will do really good in these sections. And especially right here is where attack shooter will shine the most. Which will actually cover all 8 directions. Nope, I don't have enough money. 340. Okay, this music sort of fits the environment because it's like sky. We'll put it right here. No, darn it! I messed up the spikes placement. Yep, they just barely skirted. They barely skirted around the spikes. That's kind of stupid. I might have to use the spikes again, or not. Thankfully this monkey's got it covered. Unfortunately, the yellow balloons are gonna be a headache. There we go. Playing some road spike emergency. Oh boy, yep. That was a nasty one. The rainbow balloon. Kinda weird they introduced it, like, you know, early on in this game, because that one's a late game, that is a late game balloon right there, because first what it has, it contains 2 zebra balloons that contain two black and white balloons each, which they are nasty in a cluster, especially if you're not able to, like, counteract the zebra being immune to freezing and explosions. We'll put another one there. We're gonna have your bases covered. Ain't faster shooting so that way it doesn't lag. Prawns are the yellow balloons because they're fast. And sadly, like they can't dodge attack tower shooting if they haven't been popped yet. Yeah, it's important after the end of a round, like, you know, it does get paused until you click start round. That we can, like, you know, have a time to, like, you know, start to take a breather. Put that right there just to at least help out the beginning. Okay, no yellow balloons for this round. guess if you played Bloons. And we'll put you right here. Alright, the stragglers are fine. You know, the next couple rounds, hint, hint. Which I might consider since now they're not, you know, 900 money. Which I might think compare well with Monkey Glue, because cluster explosions. Oh, okay, I see that. Oh, yep, black balloons. This is a serious introduction of those nasty things. Where pretty much like nothing sharp breaks them, but if you have something explosive, they lose their lead shield. Wow, this one's actually a good decent place for coverage. Boy, 50 yellows. That's gonna be a pain. Back to Dark Monkey, I had an emergency cell. I consider using the boomerang this time. Yeah, boomerangs are also too good for like helping out doing cluster damage. The difficulty function where at first it was just increasing the money cost, but in the future titles, extra difficulties also to improve Bloon's speed. Hey, popcorn! Oh, can't afford the boomerang. I'm not rich enough. Okay, here's the boomerang. And I think we'll place them over here. And we'll grab multi-target. And the sonic boom. We are halfway through the goal. Let's actually grab the ice ball and put it on the corner. Yep. So that way the boomerang can reach it. Yep, it's only important to learn those. Because if you don't play for immunities, you will be in trouble. We'll add our attack shooter over here. Yep, there's the white balloons. Okay. Time for multiple types. The ice towers do thin out some of the herd. And yeah, later on, like the game will tell you, like, you know, your road spike's life by removing a spike for each blue pop. But in this game, like it just stays the same until like the 10th pop. So I think I'll do one more cannon instead of attack shooter. We're now range thinning. I mean, route thinning. Right here. Sorry, just live with it. Okay, now I made the right choice of picking another bomb tower. That was gonna be a lead round. Yep, you do need to watch out for like the big speed boosts when the slower balloons get popped though. Alright, 55 incoming, and I think I'll actually do a double ice, like another one over here. Just add some extra time and overlay. Want to be spikes. Yeah, he'll be able to reach. Hey, bigger freeze. And the Super Monkey is a little bit more affordable by 400 actually. Yeah, boy, they're definitely coming in now. I'm gonna be using constant road spikes, damn it. Well, that hurts. Think of the waste of programming and graphic drawing. Yeah, let's actually put in some tack shooters at the end here. Oh, rainbow balloons. At the ending, the attack shooter back up. Okay, 20 lead balloons. Thankfully, I have two bomb towers to destroy the shelling. I mean, it kind of like I'm actually fixing it in IRL because balloons actually actually are biodegradable, so that way, like, you know, when we're little kids like happen to lose their balloons, or well, when we're inevitably pots, like they don't actually do that much damage to the environment, which is honestly really helpful. Mainly in the case of carnivals and whenever people want to get away with a water balloon fight. Okay, gotta cluster of the fence here. I just need to raise my offense. Which means I think another cannon would do. Up here should work. I have to make sure the range doesn't hit, and the range isn't wasted. There's nothing worse than a tower having wasted range. And I think a nice ball over here could do. Right here to max out the range. Longer freeze. And I think I'll do another boomerang. Over here. I am letting some stray away. Oh, but I really hope I don't have to spam road spikes. nice, isn't it? I think I'll put an early bomb tower over here so that way you can, so I can hopefully, like, so, actually, no, wait, I'll move it over here so that way, like, you know, the strike's extra range won't be wasted, like, you know, on this empty area. Okay, here goes. Oof, there's a bunch of leads here, too. I need road spikes. One more should do. Damn it. And yeah, Rainbow Bloons, they are 37, like, in total. I think I'll put on a small bit of glue. Yeah, this does actually reduce their speed, even when popped. Actually, no, wait. Their speed gets reduced, but they do lose it after being popped. Okay, I think now's a good time to save for the Super Monkey. Having that around will be a really big help. Actually, as we approach the remaining last couple of rounds. Here comes more white balloons. Thankfully, I have 4 bomb towers for those leads. So yeah, like bomb towers cannot bomb frozen black balloons, but it does. But you can like pop them with other dart types that they're able to pop frozens. And yeah, laser vision is a really good tool for the super monkeys. I'll plant them back up. Alright, and here they are. The super monkey. Put them over here. Yep. They're fast shooting, but their price is really high for upgrades. As you can see here, they are fast poppers. But you really want to have laser vision on them. Which I'll make that as a priority over epic range. Alright, last level's incoming. And I really want to get laser vision. Yeah, laser vision is a costly upgrade. It's literally 300 more than the... I mean, it costs like a 400 more than the Super Monkey. Hey, here we go. Final round. Struggle a little bit. Alright, there we go. We got laser vision. Means now I can pop frozens. Uh-oh. No, damn it. We lost again. But yeah, this game like is a little bit more easier than the first one, mainly because like prices have been adjusted and there's also 2 difficulties to play on. Plus there's even medals to claim if you're able to do it. But I won't do them because like, well, like the layer tiles are a little bit more friendly for like, you know, continually playing. These are more or less like, you know, memory, and if you really want to like challenge yourself with having like, you know, the bare minimum. Anyways, let's actually go ahead and move on to the next one, number 3, which came out in 2009. Like another year after Bloons Tower Defense 2. We have more towers, like a bit more compared to number 2. And a lot more tracks too. And oh, this twisty one. And yeah, the same like 3 difficulties: easy, medium, hard. And also it does affect your life count. Like normal, medium, and hard actually reduces your lives. Now then, for this one, we actually have a little bit more towers to play with, like the Spike-a-Pult, which is surprising because that's actually an upgrade path for the Dart Monkey, but here it's a separate tower. Then what's more we have? We have the Monkey Beacon, which is pretty much like a passive boosting tower where it can't attack, but anything that's around it will be like anything around it will get boosted. Yeah, but before the village, it was just a tower. And for new stuff, we have the pineapple, where like when you put it, it'll like a countdown from 3, 2, 1, and then explode, which does a blast radius, and it is helpful like if you don't have any towers that can blow up lead balloons yet. And then, oh, this is kind of a new one, unlockable. Now this Spike-a-Pult, it's pretty much just like as it says on the tin, where it throws once, and it'll like pop multiple times. But there is something to note about the Spike-a-Pult is that like unlike the Dart Monkey, it is really slow. I mean, it is a slow tower. What a Dart Monkey here. And yep, now there's extra upgrades, like about one more tier. And now you can even tell like how much that tower is invested in your cost. Plus you can now target like what comes in, like, you know, like if a target is the first one in the radius or if a target is the last one. Let's see. Put him right here. It's now a double. So now double the upgrades. You need to consider like where you want them to be. I shoot blades, where they have a bigger radius compared to, where they have a bigger attack radius compared to, like, the attacks. And I gotta say, the super ranges are pretty strong. And we'll grab the buzzsaws. Yep, they're bigger. They're bigger, and they even have a pierce effect where it can like pop more than one balloon each. Okay, we'll save for the cannon now, so that way I have an answer to leads. Okay, 615 for a cannon. Oh, it's actually like later on, like the zebra type gets introduced. Like where now just has like a you know that combination for yellow, rainbow balloons. Okay, we can afford a cannon. Yeah, they actually have a different design this time, like a cameo. And we'll put them over here. Going. Oh yes, now this game actually introduced something that actually makes Ice Towers useful, because Snap Freeze is really good, because apart from the white balloons, Snap Freeze actually pops a balloon layer straight off, which makes leads like a little less tedious to handle. And we have the frag bombs. We're pretty much like every time a bomb explodes, like they'll shoot up pieces which explode our balloons. And yeah, that is pretty important, because like map strategies, they do vary depending on each track. It is pretty cool, because before you only had one track for each difficulty, but now you actually have multiple tracks for all the difficulties. And I think we'll put in our attack shooter over here and give it the blade treatment. Let me upgrade that as attack. Blade shooter, and then we'll give it double the range power. And I think we'll put an ice ball over here, so that way it can be reachable. Hang on, right here. And you can also use pineapples to pop them open. And yeah, Permafrost is really good, because pretty much what it does, it'll actively slow down balloons even after the freeze effect cancels out. Which makes it a lot more easier for your tower to beat them up. And Snap Freeze is a really great tool. Unless if it's a white or zebra balloon. Yeah, but you saw there, it'll now gain popping power, whereas before, it never could. realized it was its own tower number 3. Or you know. And a multi-shot. This I feel was really busted at the time. But later on it would just be the Juggernaut that would be the ultimate upgrade. Multi-shot Juggernaut, that seems way too broken. I think our next upgrade will be the Monkey Beacon. Maybe 50 for that. Yeah, some maps, like, they can, like, you know, vary for difficulty. Anyway, these three are going to be pain and suffering. Okay? And we'll get Sonic Boom. Towers actually get visual changes, like, if you're able to upgrade them enough. And we'll go ahead and save for the beacon now. We'll give it a wire beacon. And now already in a tower range here, yep. They now have their radius, like, increased pretty significantly. Oh, that's a new balloon type, ceramic. For perch, they store rainbow balloons, and you have to keep smashing them to bust open the shell. Alright. We are gonna save for jungle drones because having an increase in the attack speed is really good. And the cool thing you do with monkey beacons, you can actually stack the radius like with each other. I can put a beacon here and then another over here to increase its radius. Oh, they're called brown ones. But yeah, starting number 4, they're called ceramic. Like, you know, clay. There we go. Yep. Now they're shooting a little bit more frequently. Oh, okay. I guess they do call them ceramic. I think we'll get another cannon after. I think we'll get another cannon next. Whoops. I wanted to put it right there. There we go. Let's see for another monkey beacon and plant it right here. Okay, now this game actually introduces a boss type enemy. Yeah. this open, it'll shoot out 4 ceramics. I need glues badly. Yep. Massive ordinary air blimp. And they are pretty much taking multiple hits to break, and they always have 4 ceramics built into them. If you don't get rid of them, they are really gonna take a chunk out of your life support. So I think I may need to get a super monkey instead. Yeah, I'll definitely need to invest in super monkeys now. Spending on anything, and I'll sell my dart monkeys, because, yeah, well, they're strong, like, they are lagging behind the other balloons. So, we'll sell them so that way I can have extra spending power for the super monkey when it comes. So, gotta get enough money. Come on! 139. Alright, there we go. Super monkey ready. And I do want to get laser vision. In the beginning, it's beginning to lag a little bit slightly because of the balloon, because of the massive amount of balloons popping into the screen. And this Dart Monkey's putting in work, and the Super Monkey's putting in work. And they have lowered the cost of laser vision to be less tedious. Last as long as you can, while the game struggles with, like, you know, going harder and harder until, like, either you run out of lives or you literally cannot play anymore. Yeah, there we go, the lag conked itself out. Just need a little bit more money to have the laser vision upgrade. Yeah, sorry, it's 1.2. Alright, there we go. And we'll grab super range, so that way it doesn't miss. And epic range, yep. Pretty much with this, you'll probably only just need the super monkey, like, out of all the types. Especially if you're able to pair with the beacon to give it some extra range and attack speed too. Yep, that's epic range. Like, holy cow, does it cover the map? I do want to get plasma. Yep, the mob is literally 100 points of hit. 100 points right there. And if I get plasma, I can be set for life. I just need to get a little bit more money. Yep, there's the mob. And thankfully the Super Monkey has come in clutch and smashed it apart. Right, rainbow ceramics and 100 whites. monkey. Sorry, I'm gonna say for one more super monkey. As yes, we are approaching round 50. Well, Plasma is more or less eating them all. Super Monkey can't do this thing alone. He needs help. Just need a little more. 1,400. Later, that follows Let's creeping in. Come on, just a little bit more. There's so many balloons layered in on top of each other, it's hilarious. Hang on, now, something kinda classic did, like, for future styles, that, like, you won't be able to tell if your place tower is gonna be in the range of a beacon. But later on, like, when the future tiles, it will tell you, like, you know, if where you place the monkey is gonna be in the range or not, like by showing the radius increasing or shrinking. Because in 3, it'll only show until after you've planted it. You saw there, like, it increased because like the round started, and it was in the radius of the beacon. I just realized this one does not have the jungle drums. What Monkey's Storm Beacon is, it's pretty much just like a screen wipe. And we'll probably give him the range boost, since though I won't be able to pop balloons, he can still pop regulars. Are popping in like crazy. Thankfully, with the power of 2, like super monkeys, it should clear out. Alright, and we've arrived to the final round. Win, I'll be able to free play. The 50 is where it really throws itself at you, like, hard. Rainbows, ceramics, and boss type monsters, boss type balloons too. Yep, two mobs. finished one of the tracks of this game, and we got a bronze medal. And you can either like go on to the next map, or you can do free play, where pretty much the whole game is just it's endless until you run out of lives, or the game just lacks so much that you can't play anymore. But you also end the game yourself by clicking end game down there. Anyways, let's actually end this off like here, yep. And then you actually see like, you know, what tracks you scored a medal on. Yeah, and the map variety is pretty cool here, like gears, split paths, a little bit of a loop around, and this one's kind of a funky one. And that one's a multiple entrance exit. Yeah, I really am wondering what that mystery one is, but like, yeah, I don't want to delay like too long on this one, because yeah, even though it is like a little bit more refined than 2, it still has a little bit of flaws, like mainly like the random slowdowns. Well, yeah, 3 is definitely like where the series began to become a little bit more polished up, like compared to how it was before. Like 1 was really rough. 2, while it refined some things, like there were some glaring flaws. 3, like it definitely improved a lot. Like you have multiple tracks, difficulties aren't like, you know, track specific, and you have a little bit more firing power, like with extra support towers, like and double the upgrades. Let's actually go ahead and move on to Bloons Tower Defense 4, and like actually gonna like mute the stream like stream clip, because like that's actually the first one to introduce like music. Yeah, it's only surprising that 4 actually came out like, you know, like during the same year of 3. And it's actually also the first one that came out like on like mobile devices. And it's also introduced like, you know, some cool things like an expansion pack. You can actually make your own tracks, like and I also introduced some extra stuff like challenges where you can like where you can play like some maps, but they have some stipulations. Like for example, this one only some tower types. This one, like, which later turned out to be, like, a difficulty in 5, pretty much just play a map, don't lose any lives, otherwise, it's game over. And then, like, this one is kind of like, you know, when it kind of introduces, like, you know, pretty much pay to win kind of stuff, which is honestly a little bit mean, like, at first, but these soon later on became, like, proper upgrades for future titles, instead of like, you know, paying for something. Yeah, I always remember like playing this one like I think my first one was 4. I played 1 a little bit, but 4 was where I definitely like played this game the most. And it's also the first like game to introduce the leveling system, where not every tower is available at the start. You actually have to be popping balloons to get like, you know, to increase your level. And the higher level you are, the more towers you unlock. And you can unlock like so much stuff like the sandbox, where if you don't want to struggle with like a fighting enemies, you can actually just you know, yeah, you can just play around with sandbox mode, like see what towers work, how they do, and Apocalypse is pretty much just an endless mode. Those are the same, like pretty much easy, medium, and hard. And they have changed it up a bit more, because, for example, like, before it's 50 rounds on all difficulties, but, like, but with the higher difficulties also means you need to do a little bit more, need to do some more, like, rounds. Anyways, we'll go ahead and go to easy. Anyways, these 2 towers down here, they weren't originally here before, but later on as Bloons Tower Defense 4 got upgrades, like, updates they actually got added to the game as free. The Spike Factory, it pretty much, like, drops spikes, like, for free, like, wherever it's the range in. And of course, like, they do disappear after every round. But it does make for a nice, like, defensive option, like, you know, during the end of a track. And here, our new one is the Dartling gun, where pretty much, like, you'll shoot rapidly, but, like, it'll follow where your mouse is. So you gotta be aware of where it is. And yep, there's the description down there, like, the Spike-a-Polka combined with a Dart Monkey. So we'll put him on this corner here. And yet they sort of, like, brought down the upgrade, like, from... And they brought down the upgrade tree from, 2 split paths to 1. Okay, and we leveled up because, we popped enough to reach a rank. If we want the tack shooter... And also new to this game, is the fast forward option, which, when you click it, everything moves faster. And this game actually saves your progress, like, more or less on your towers unlocked. And we got the boomerang thrower, which now they sport like a green. Now they sport a yellow art style. And we'll put them right here. And we'll go ahead and unlock faster shooting. Yeah, Pngtuber used to be tied to mochi games, but now they're like their own thing. Alright, we got the bomb tower. So we'll get a blade shooter. And our next one's gonna be a bomb tower. So that we can pop those pesky leads. And I'll also have more options for defending, like, now you can target, like, the strongest balloon type or the weakest balloon type. And we now have, base road spikes. 595 for bombs. And then we'll put it right here. Yeah, 4 is a lot more smoother in the frame rate department compared to 3. Hey, pick your bombs. Radius. And the missile launcher. And we have the good old ice tower, which is no longer a ball. And now, in 3 missile launcher, it didn't actually increase the radius, it only increased, like, the weapon damage, but since 4 and above, like, when you upgrade a missile launcher, yep, now you get a slightly bigger area of increase. I think I'm gonna put the ice tower, like, you know, on the end here. Now for 325. Right here. And yeah, this is also where they added on new balloon types, like for example, pink, like it first came in 4 where pretty much like it's an extra layer. Hey, Frost. Alright, Motor Tower. This one, like these towers are kind of special because you can just put them anywhere on the map, but you do need to let them, like, you do need to direct where they attack. But they're helpful so that way you can put more towers down here, and they can attack, like, you know, around this area. I'm gonna snap freeze so that way they can actually do something. Alright, there we go, they got snap freeze. And we'll put a boomerang thrower here so that way they can reach right here. Alright, sonic boom. Alright, exploding pineapple. And you get the glaze thrower. I think I'll put in another. I think I'll put in another monkey dart. Like mainly to have another catapult. Mainly have another catapult going here. Right here. There we go. Spikapult. Alright, and yep, now the glue is no longer now the glue no longer becomes like a consumable, but it's now it's now something you can actually use like as an actual tower. Which these can be really helpful, like especially the corrosive glue, because it can help eat through troublesome layers like lead or the colors. Alright, camel balloons, yep, these are a little bit deadly because, they can't be targeted unless if you have, unless you have a tower that can detect them, or if you have, or if you have a spike factory that can, pop them. So there, yep, that was a camel balloon. And also, new to the series, zebra balloons. Packing one of each, and they have a double immunity. Alright, glue soak is really good because it literally just goes through every layer. Especially if you combine it with corrosive. I don't have that unlocked yet. Yep. That's why glue helps out, because it can actually pop the lead layer out. Yep, the 4th upgrade is pretty powerful, but you need to have the high rank for it. Alright, the monkey beacon. Yep, I've been waiting to grab this because this has some pretty neat boons. Let me see. You want to reach it all, cause yep, bigger increase. Yep, now yep, tax now will literally tell you if you're running out. Okay. Yep. The sonars actually monkey beacons actually have more use because, yep, with that upgrade, now not to worry about any camel balloons to ruin my day. Oh, it's a number 5 that'll tell you if it's in the radius or not. Okay, I guess glue is still a consumable. But yeah, but you wouldn't really want the, glue if you already have the glue gunner. But there is the benefit of, glue, affecting, Since this can only affect one at a time. Alright, now rainbow balloons. They have been like adjusted a bit from the last time, because before they would only contain the black and white balloons, but now they hold zebras. I was wondering why OBS gave me that warning there. Oh well. I will add a backup option here. Yep, right here. Yep. Now they can pop lead balloons. Alright, we have the monkey ace. Now, something that they did have to do with the monkey ace is that, like, before, like, they can literally go anywhere on the map, but in 5 and above, like, they need landing strips in order to spawn. But here, they just, like, you can just have them be, like, yeah, just be freely placed anywhere. And they do carry some benefits, like, pineapple, spy plane, and rapid fire. Five, they actually have a little bit of a better benefit. Why does OBS Studio keep telling me it's having reconnection problems? Hey, hopefully it's not dropping. I don't know why it's doing that. Alright, and we have the Monkey Buccaneer. Where these are pretty strong, but they can only be placed in the water. Which is right over here. But again, these little guys, they are really worth it to be, like, strong. Especially if you're able to upgrade them, like, to a good amount. But later on in 5, like, they would introduce a type that would actually make they would introduce a new water type that's really, really strong. Especially against, like, the new N-type boss. N-type, I mean. But yeah, the Monkey Buccaneers, like, depending on if the map has water or not, like, they can be really helpful right there. I'll need another beacon if I want to have more towers, like, you know, benefit from distance and beacon, distance and camo targeting. I'll do more bombs. And I think I'll pop another monkey ace about this way. Okay, upgrade fully. Alright, we got the monkey apprentice. This one, like, this sounds kind of unique because it actually does, like, it has, like, multiple attack types that, depending on your upgrades, can be helpful. Like the tornado, like, it actually helps push away, like, it pushes away balloons that are about to leave. But you do have to watch out, because the tornado blows away, like, anything past that's on it, like glue. We'll pop it on here for a little bit of a test drive. Yep, the blast and fireball, like, they're definitely strong, like, it'll have the ability to pop leads. Yeah, the whirlwind, like, it also thaws balloons out, so Frozen's, like, they do lose out on that, but they do have the slowdown effect still. And it's a little bit mean that you can't, like, you know, sort of spend money to, like, you know, get more funds or more lives, but it's gone. Yep. There's the mob again. A little bit more refined this time. Yep, like, I'm honestly glad I didn't get rid of it, because, like, those as boss enemies are pretty good, especially later on when they were to refine it. Now, we are gonna save money because we are close to an upgrade. Yep. Good old Super Monkey. And we'll plan on, right here. And we'll go in the super range. Lasers. And let's get on plasma too. Yep, we're definitely going minus a little bit more faster than before. I'll probably grab one more Super Monkey. And we'll put him down here. Yep, they're in range. Alright. Alright, we've won and we unlocked a new, like, type of tower called the Banana Farm, where pretty much they drop consumables that when you put your cursor over them, you'll get money. But they do not attack, like, at all, even if you upgrade them. Anyways, now we have now I got a medal, and here's the cool thing. While there wouldn't be a point to do free play in the older titles, in this game they do matter because, you'll still be getting points to get to your rank increase. And yeah, like, lag and instability, like that's the name of the game. Keep going till you pop. So I'll just keep going on this, keep going on here till, like, get some upgrades. And a lot of mobs. The Spy Factory's kind of in a bad place here. I should probably put one down here, because they just keep dying this way. So I'll sell you, buy you, and then we'll buy you and place you over here so that way, like, you know, you'll only reach this area. And you see here, a little bit more efficient spike production, because they actually land, like, you know, somewhere they could do damage. Anyways, now that we have every tower unlocked, now we get, like, a level 4 upgrades, which for this one, like, you can turn your missile into a fish, where, like, they deal 10 times more damage. Really helpful if you want to, like, thin out the herd. Okay. Not the optimal spot, but it's good for getting those mobs. That's interesting right there. Only more than one layer at a time, but it does get changed up in 5. And yeah, that times 10 is really good. And we'll save for another Super Monkey. Maybe that's in the radius. Alright, Monkey Storm. And that's for the beacon. And there's the next level. The BFB. Or pretty much what it is, like, it's a slightly tougher boss balloon that carries four smaller balloons like inside as well. So they can be troublesome, like, if you're not able to have enough damage to kill them. Yep, some cannon balloons, but thankfully we are super strong. Yep, the balloons are definitely getting smoked here. Yet the game does want to try to kill you eventually by stacking them enough. 8, count them. And we'll give the mortar a spin. You want to plan down there, and then set their target up there. Your accuracy, rapid reload, and Bloon Buster. Alright. Yep, they got the triple shot, but it would later change to the Juggernaut in the sequel. Increase their radius, wow. If not, sorry. Next upgrade should be coming in. We'll have more mob haters. Alright. And here's a little bit of a funny one, where pretty much like they gain the ability to throw lightsabers, which it can't do like later on, but like they do have some better tools. And yep, there's the game telling me it's over. It literally just bulldozed for me. Hang on, because is he? Excuse me. Anyways, like, yep, like, game's over, and you can even, like, you can actually submit your high score, like, if you want to, like, you know, brag to others, like, you know, you've lasted this long, if you reach a certain rank. Yep, and the game, like, does the same thing, like, you know, shows off your score. And some of these expert ones are kind of wacky. Like this one's like a helix here. The expert here is kind of rough because I can see here like 4 paths a balloon can go. And there's candy, lights with the water bottom, intermediate, and as you can see here, like we actually keep our rank moving forwards. see. Let's say give medium a try. And they come in from there and end over there. Yep, since we have a bunch of water here, we can actually use the Monkey Buccaneers. Of course, they are pretty expensive. Let's... Yeah, you can actually save your game, like, if you want to continue your progress later. Because before, for 1 and 3, you have to actually, like, do it in one sitting. But here, you just do it once and then, like, wait till the next time you're free from homework. And I'll save for a bomb tower, so that way you can have the option, have something for leads. Yep, now everything's a bit more expensive on medium difficulty. Alright, got an option for leads now. Now, only upgrade up to, like, the Missile Striker because there's no mobs. Need bigger bombs. Bigger radius. And a missile launcher. Now, you do something funny here and invest solely in the Buccaneers. The only problem is, like, when the balloons go up here, they will unfortunately dodge any more damage. But I love my ships. Especially if you're able to layer them. And the cool thing about Crow's Nest is that not only does it let the Buccaneer, like, shoot camo, you'll also like, let the others that are there detect it. And yeah, you can see right there, like, as you increase in ranks, the more balloons you need to pop. Oof, I think I'll need the ice tower. Yep, pretty much the most perfect area right there to place it. Or frost and snap freeze. That's a stray balloon right there. Alright. Come on, get the snap freeze. There we go. I need one more Buccaneer. Or maybe attack shooter would be better. Yeah, attack shooter would be better here. Okay, right here. Oof, I almost let that pink through. Maybe not safe for Buccaneers. As you have more options for popping balloons, you also need to be more considerate over which ones you want to use. want the Armada set. Probably consider getting a tax spawner here. I mean, a spike factory here. I need to upgrade this to not be terrible. Hey. Now I build a spike factory. Increase production. Bigger stacks and white hot. There we go. Now I can build my Armada in peace. Alright. Definitely doing good so far. I can't fit any more ships. I have no coverage. Yeah, here comes like the overlap problem where if you have too many, like so you have too many, like they won't fit. Oof, the spike factory came in clutch right there. Yeah, I want to put a beacon over here so that way... Yep. Radius increase and attack speed increase too. Uh-oh. Oh, yep. I got too greedy. I got too greedy. Yep, like, on the harder difficulties, you really need to be considerate over, like, your money spending. Yeah, like, 4 definitely, like, upgrade things a lot more considerably, like, 4th tier, more tracks, like, 2 challenges, which I think, like, in the expansion pack, you could explore. Which you can even find out yourself because, like, Flashpoint has it as, like, a separate, Flashpoint has it as, like, a separate, as, like, separate add-ons they could literally, like, you know, go a bit creative with. Yeah. Yeah, that has been 4, like, a really, really solid improvement over, like, 3. And now, like, and now I'm gonna move on to, like, well, the one I'm actually gonna let the stream on for the most because, like, it's literally, like, you know, just how polished the game was, like, at that point. Yeah, that was number 4, and this next one, like, really good, because it was at first, like, you know, just another, like, internet browser game, but later on, it got really, really, like, out there, like, first it came to... Like, it came to console. Wait, I don't remember if it came to, like, any console, but it did come out to mobile and surprisingly computers. Like, you actually play this game, like, you know, without internet attached to it. Let me actually go ahead and load up, like, what was the previously recent title of the series, like, which I will, like, explore 6 in a bit, but anyways, let me go ahead and open it up and have it be captured. Please show up. Yep, here it is. Bloons Tower Defense 5. It's pretty much like where the series like plots out the most, and I won't start this fresh because like screw getting everything all at once, cause it does like cause you do start off fresh where you have to go through the same thing as number 4, like unlock towers by popping, and you even have to unlock more stuff, like for example because right here, because the split upgrade from 3 returns, but with a special caveat, because like here's a bit of an example, because after you upgrade each tower, like, you know, twice, you have the option to go down an evolution path where if you evolve it to one path, then the other path becomes locked. Like, for example, if you get Spike and Pulse, you cannot get Triple Darts. And they do become upgraded, and you can't upgrade them to level 4. Which some level 4s are better than others, but of course, in order to unlock the upgrades, you have to use the towers, like, you know, during a match and pop balloons with them. And there's a bunch of other stuff, like, you know, you can actually do in this game, like, aside from that, like, for example, you could get, like, every time you do, like, a well, like, if you clear difficulty, you get tokens where you could get upgrades for, like, your passives for your towers, and other stuff, too. And you can also grab, buildings with monkey money, which you also get from, clearing stages, where, when you use it, like, they can provide benefits, like, reducing the cost, increasing stats, and then level 4 can be, like, you know, really, like, level 4, like, buildings can be pretty strong. Now, for the PC, you can only have one building on at a time, but, like, but here's a big but, like, and I think the mobile and, like, internet browser versions, these passes, they actually stay with you, like, they don't, they actually stay on for all the towers, you don't have to pick just one. And now for a building I'm gonna go with, considering I wanted the pirate ship, I'm gonna go ahead and pick out Pirate Cove as a specialist. And then playing, like, you have a bunch of options, like, you can play by yourself, with a person, do, like, multiple stages back to back, and I'll do, like, you know, challenges and missions. And the missions, some of them can be crazy, like this one, like, you could only have 5 towers. Only 5,000. Only 5,000, and some are pretty unique, like this one, like, instead of preventing balloons from going, like, you know, from going, actually in the building, you have to prevent it from going into the center. And some of these challenges can be pretty whack, like, all camo. And then this one, like, is a custom challenge where, you have a strong tower, but, like, it needs to have a tower to feed on every round, because otherwise, like, it's a fail. And this one, this one was really challenging when I did this, like, at first, because, like, pretty much, you have 5 rounds in the castle, but, your towers get upgraded for free at the end of every round. And there's other ones like this one, like, where towers only last 10 rounds. And there are some special upgrades, like, not these, because these are skins, but there are others that can help out, like these ones you could get with monkey money, which they are pretty good if you're able to get, like, double cash, where, you get double the amount of balloons. Bananas will give you, bananas will give you that. Bigger beacons, bigger rage. As we go ahead and, like, check out the maps. Like, the maps in this game are actually really, really big. Like, you have a lot. Like, let me show you the maps. Like, yep, you got a lot. You have beginner, intermediate, advanced, expert. Like, yep. And the medals, like, they all are different. Like, for example, like, yep, you have a new difficulty type called Impoppable, where it costs more than hard, faster and stronger, and you cannot lose a life. And then there's stuff you can do, like, this, you can't, like, this pretty just gets the game ahead, like, to round 25, but you do need monkey money to buy this. And there's also reverse, and this is pretty just, playing with the original 10 monkeys from, Bloons Tower Defense 5. It won't add in any extras. Now then, okay, I guess we could use this as a retry for as redemption for Monkey Buccaneer. And we'll go with the hard challenge, and we'll replace with 16. Yep, we have a whole lot of new towers. Like, for example, Cypher Monkey is like the Mortar, like, unlimited range, but you don't have to target. It'll automatically pick off monkeys. Balloons. It'll automatically pick off balloons. And you can upgrade it to, like, you know, to pop off more than one layer, and if you set it to strong, actually, you actually have it destroy the right balloons you want. Like, for example, you don't want this to be popping, like, you know, like, small balloons. Then Ninja Monkeys, these ones, like, they throw shuriken, and they innately know camo detection. And the Monkey Ace, like, yep, as you see here, now you can't have them, like, fly endlessly. They have to have a landing spot. And also, too, what's new, Ellie Pilot, which like the Ace, they need a landing spot, but they have a bit more range of, detection. And the last three new ones, Monkey Engineer, which they get 7 temporary turrets that shoot out darts. Bloon Chipper, where pretty it takes in balloons and just like shreds up in the inside to shoot them out when popped. And the sub is kind of crazy. Like at first it's weak, but if you upgrade this, like it can have unlimited range where like one of the upgrades is where it will shoot as long as the balloon is in the radius of other towers. So that way you can have it be really far away and still shoot them from that distance. But it's a ship event, so we're gonna be using the Monkey Buccaneer. And we're gonna go with the usual and save for the bucket and save for the camo. Yep, thanks for the specialist ship, now it shoots out like a flaming cannonball instead of regular darts. And anyways, like I saw there, like what this option does is that like if you don't want to click like round start every time, like every time the round starts, you can just press this to like have it go straight to the next round. And we'll save for the destroyer. And yeah, even though Bloons Tower Defense 6 has been out for a while, like 5 has still been getting updates, like mainly new maps. And I don't want the cannon shit because we already have like a flaming cannon. Yeah, special third, like, it's literally split, like, as soon as you upgrade one path, like, the other closes. Yep, right there, see? It's closed. And yep, as you see there, it now shoots super fast. Some more, and then some more. Yep, glue is no longer a droppable item on the track. It's solely the glue gunner now. Alright, now let me show you how crazy the sub can be. So, yeah, it's the first upgrade path that's important, as I can see here. Yep. It's not shooting, but if I get the long range positioning, I mean, if I get it like intel. And yep, as you can see there, it's now shooting, even though it's not in range. Yep, Kiwi is pretty fun. Airburst is kind of crazy because the spread can really clear out clusters. Alright, and the ballistic missile is pretty good. Yeah, the extra missile does extra damage to ceramic and mob class, which is blimp. So we'll save for that. And the final upgrade for the sub in the missile class is pretty good. Like this, it gives an ability where you have to click it on the screen or press a number for a hotkey where it does a lot of damage or defeats the ZOMG, which is pretty much the boss of all bosses for Bloons Tower. I think I'll save for the helipad to show you all like just how fun this type of tower can be. It's playing anywhere, and then it has different modes. Like you can follow, lock in place, or patrol, where you go from point A to B. But we'll set it here for now. And how's the count of balloon? And while the helipad at first seems bad, but if you give it targeting and positioning, you'll unlock a new target type where it can actually chase balloons down instead of just, you know, just stand still. Yep, pursuit. Yep, now it'll actively chase down balloons. Especially if you're able to get some good upgrades for it, like the razor balloon upgrade. Where it actually says no to lead as well. And the final upgrade is pretty just extra firepower. I think I'll have to add another Buccaneer. Right here. And yep, like, counter balloons do become a little bit more frequent, and, like, they're no longer just one type. They can appear as every type. Like, you have Camo Lead, Camo Rainbow, which can be rough if you don't have, like, if you don't have anything that could counteract, like, their Camo ability. Now, glue is a little bit better than before, because ordinarily it would only be able to do one balloon, but it now has an upgrade where it could splatter. So that pretty much means it's a little bit more easier for balloons to get, like, get spilt. Then there's different upgrades, like one where it'll be able to shoot glue a bit faster, and another where, like, it becomes a little bit more corrosive to glue. And then, in the ice tower, it's now been made into a proper monkey. Where it carries the usual, but now it has, like, some extra benefits. Like, for example, Cold Aura, where, even if, like, the balloons are not frozen, they will become actively slower. And another one where, once they become frozen, they'll shoot out shards. Well, we're gonna go for the Super Cold Aura. And then this one has a Contact Freeze, where, balloons that are frozen will make others freeze up as well. And then we'll put a Sniper over here, and we'll have them affect the strongest type. And yep, counter detection and regrowers. And yeah, the Cyber Monkeys, like, if you go down, like, if you go to the first path, they can destroy ceramic in one go. And then their final upgrade, is another ability where, their final upgrade, it's not an ability, but it's an extra skill where, if they shoot a blimp, it will, like, you know, stop them in place. Which can be pretty broken if you have other towers to capitalize on the extra damage opportunity. And yeah, this is why the bigger tower, the bigger like monkey tower radius upgrade is cool, because at first it has decent range, but if you're able to upgrade to big, then it will really like then you'll really like, you know, benefit from having like not as many like or not needing to use as many monkey villages. And then upgrades this one, it leads to a tier where you can get them a passive that increases their attack speed for a limited time. If you go the town upgrade, you'll soon get a beacon that will shoot out a laser that actually makes this thing an offensive tower. And also too gives you extra money per pop. Of course, you need to make sure that it actually gets inside the circle to benefit. I mean, here's the funny thing, in this game, you actually can do rounds without super monkeys. Especially if you're able to upgrade, especially if you're able to upgrade your towers, efficiently. Yep, here's the energy beacon. Yep, now it can pop. And a kind of a neat update is that, when you're fighting, Bloons, you can actually see how much damage you're taking, over time. As you can see, pretty much tears in the skin, along with, flames appearing on their rotors. And we're gonna get the mob immobilization. So now, Bloons have a harder time even exiting out of the map. Entering the map. And as you see here, now it's updated. So now you can actually tell if a tower you want will be in the radius of a monkey village. Makes it a lot more easier to tell if it's there or not. So we are pretty much more or less assembling an armada here. And the only reason I can afford it is because I already have some stuff unlocked, double money. Really helpful for the harder difficulties. Because yeah, imagine doing the harder difficult. Imagine doing Impoppable without double cash. It's a nightmare. Of course, the game comes with the funny scenario of if you have too much on screen, then the game will begin to lag. But it's a lot more improved. I mean, it could enjoy that. So yeah, the game did change up some things, the BFB, it comes around 60. The rest of this unit's gonna be mostly on 5 because I want a bit of a power fantasy after dealing with the scuff the first 4 games had. So put in some monkey subs. Alright, last level for medium. Just pull up the engineer, because see here, you have them be a little bit of like a self-spawner. Yeah, but as you hear, they now appear temporarily. Now their upgrades are a little bit different, because well, pretty much just spawn in like, you know, regular things that will just like remove abilities from balloons. But we're gonna get Sentry Fire, because last upgrade is cool because pretty much like what that upgrade is, it'll let you like it'll let you target a tower and have it become super powered for a minute. See here, yep. There's the wrench, so pretty much just click this. Click that, and then, yep. Now the monkey village is gonna be supercharged for a minute, which just means like faster attack power and faster popping power. And the supercharge does stop, the supercharge is like, you know, the timer does pause like, when you're in between rounds. And the Spike Factory has gotten some pretty good tools, like for example, this one's kind of funny, because, you actually have this do damage to blimps, and after this upgrade, there's an ability that will let you, fill the track with spikes. And then the other upgrade is pretty much just something more heftier than spikes. Especially in the final upgrade, where it will be able to like do an explosion after losing spikes. Which I will unlock as well. And while I do have all the towers unlocked, I don't have every map unlocked yet. And then down here is something a little special. It's called Special Agents, where they're different from towers, and you buy them with monkey money. But some of them can be pretty cool, like, this one passively gets camo, and these are pretty much just, portable land and water tools. Which, depending on the map, can be a handy tool. Now try out the ace, because you actually change out their paths from a figure 8 to a sideways 8 or a circle. Now, while their accuracy wasn't terrible, like it can be kind of iffy to miss darts, but with never miss targeting, all your darts will always target balloons. The final upgrade. More darts. Yep, so now the darts will, like, actively home in. Of course, the pineapples will be useless. And low grade to the Spectre. Now to go down a different path here. It's a bit of an important thing to note is that, like, anything that's in the tower anything in the Monkey Village radius will have their upgrades cost decreased to 10%, which can be handy, like, if you want to keep building, like, you know, better towers, like, right away. So we'll have another energy beacon here. Right. And then we'll pop a ninja here. Which upgrade path is pretty much just, having the shurikens better. And the distraction is also a pretty good tool because they can go backwards. And then their upgrade paths, the top one just means more throwing power. And then the other path, like, it'll actually give you an ability which slows down any incoming new balloons. But the flash one being good because it actually, like, stuns multiple balloons at the same time. But we're gonna go with shuriken power. Now, banana farms is kind of a bit of a headache, because I'm gonna put them somewhere. And then something that used to be like, you know, a paid upgrade, but you can now get for free is monkey farmers, where they won't attack, but they will automatically grab any bananas your farm produces. Now, it is important to note that, like, while they spawn and they can't despawn, but if you buy the bank option, then it'll store money over time. So there's a hard cap, and you want to be sure you don't lose out on, like, free money. But, like, if you want to make the farmer, like, good, you want to get, like, you know, you want to be able to have it produce farms and produce boxes. Region of camo, no problem. Yep. Normally you have to have your mouse over it to pick up, like, crates, but with the monkey farmer, it'll just automatically pick it up for you, which makes for a lot of money. But of course, with the way that the map is, like, I can only afford to have one farm. There's really no other space to fit this. To fit any more farms, so I only have one. Alright, I'll show off the blue chipper. And while it can't do lead, if you upgrade it, it will be able to, like, suck it in and destroy it. And then for upgrades, like, it could be able to, like, shred 3 balloons at a time, or you have it, like, get rid of a layer, and you can even have it, like, suck in, like mob class. Though this won't work on a third blimp type, it will work on the blues and reds. And yep, here's where it means by it'll all end by, like, right here. Yep, you have the ultimate mob class, the ZOMG. A lot of hit points, and when you defeat it, it turns into 4 reds, which means 16 blues. And since we finished it, yep, we got a medal, monkey money, and tokens. And free play is kind of important because from the description, like, you'll get a token, like, when you reach round 100. And yep, like, the lagging is existent. And we'll go ahead and turn off, like, the round confirms. So now it'll just continually play itself out till the run is over. And the boomerang thrower has got some changes, like air throw twice as fast, bounce between balloons. Yep, it's no longer throwing lightsabers, but it is a little bit better, like in the combo attack department. And we could stand to use more snipers. Of course, I gotta make sure it's attacking the strongest. Oh no, right, it can't suck into Zeom and G's. But yeah, this game more or less boils down into like, have so much damage that you can take on practically the whole game. But more on like just making it to around 100, which is actually like a Improbable's difficulty. Yeah, around 100 experience where you have to do Improbable. All while dealing with only one life, because while I had an upgrade that gives me like a life per bananas, it does not work in Improbable. You're stuck with one life, and that's it. Yeah, with a lot of snipers, you can really slow down the blimps. Let's probably upgrade the helicopter to Apache Dart ship. Yep. A lot more firing power. And we're gonna give him the liquidifier. And Vital Frost. And then bomb towers have gotten a bit of a change, like for example, the Mom Mauler, it's now something separate. You could inflict damage to, it's a lot of times 10 damage, but the cluster bomb is pretty good because they'll throw out secondary bombs instead of frag, and with Bloon impact, like they actually get stuck, they actually stay stuck in place. Which is bad if they're surrounded by other towers. And ordinarily, mortar towers and dartling guns can't target like balloons directly, but if you have their specialty buildings, then they can have the option to target directly. Alright, I'm definitely gonna need more towers, because yep, they are breaching the line right now. So more ships. I want to make it to round 100 for the extra token. Alright. These extra ships should help. Allow another helicopter. Pursuit, dart ship, and pursuit. Here we go. And I think we'll supercharge a tower. And maybe add more Bloon shippers. Right, there we go. Now I can juggle Bloons for days. Yeah, eventually this game just boils down to, like, you know, just keep banning balloons and watch your money counter go stupid high. Excuse me. And the apprentices, they kind of changed them up too, like you an example. The same thing, but now they have upgrade thing, like Dragon's Breath. When you go down this path, you'll have the option of summon a Phoenix. So the Whirlwind, like they can actually like shoot out tornadoes like that are a bit more bigger. Then the Super Monkeys, oh boy, they have been changed a lot, because in 4, their extra upgrade is pretty much them turning into a cyborg. But in this game, they become a little bit more. Like their paths, one involves sacrifice and the other is more or less pure power. But we're gonna have one at Sun just to show it off, cause yeah. What the Temple of the Monkey God is, it pretty much just it takes away any nearby towers, but depending on the towers that have been sacrificed, it'll determine what is the Monkey God's attacks. Like it could shoot out blades, it could shoot out glue, it could shoot out mini rockets. Possibilities like you can have it literally be the only tower in the game. But we're gonna keep it. So let's do a mortar test here. Upgrades for this, like permanently removing camo, special 2 layers, and big bombs. And the final upgrade over here, it more or less like a halts. It more or less like a halts all balloons in place, except for the mobs. Then tag towers, they're more or less the same here. Though they are different, like for example, the blade shooter, when you're upgraded to this, the last tier has a ability that'll let them, like, you know, that'll just shoot out blades all over the map. But if you go all the way up here, it'll shoot out a flaming ring instead of attacks, which makes it great for leads. It's great for leads and frozen. Just gonna make it through this like a little bit more rounds. And Darlingon's like, yep, they pretty much just aim wherever you point them. And then their abilities, like, you can either have it like shoot out a lot of rockets as an ability, or have it shoot out a solid ray of death. And you can sort of cheat like, you know, yeah. See, you could sort of cheat like Darlingon's positioning. Well, I think I'll let it run like this. Yeah, Laser's definitely like in a good position right now. But the best way to use a Gatling gun is if there's a long stretch of line on a map and you place them, like, you know, right at the end of it. The darts will just, like, you know, fly in one place. Man, look at all those grapes. There is a spin-off of Bloons Tower Defense that actually like has a bit more better upgrades than 5. It's called Monkey City, where it's like a city builder, but you also still have to do like, you know, bloom busting, like to expand your city, so that way you get like so that we can have more like more slots for towers and also upgrades too. Alright, here's round 100. If you clear this, you'll get yourself a free token. Yeah, there's nothing more satisfying than hearing multiple balloons pop. But we do have to make sure not to have the volume on too loud, because, yeah, having that much sounds layered on each other, it's worse than IRL. Especially the mods falling apart. Just a little bit more. So many layered blimps, it's crazy. There we go. We've hit 100. So we'll leave now because there's no point to play beyond round 100, unless I want the game to suffer more. And we have oh, we unlocked a reward. Yeah, daily quests will appear like over time, like and then use your tokens for like the monkey lab, where we'll get upgrades, and then there is a limit to how much you can upgrade until you get mastery. I think we'll save our tokens for starting lives, because sell price it's like debatable, because yeah, pretty much like what it does. Normally it's 80%, but with this you could have it be worth more, like up to 90. And what mastery is, it means pretty much like and I'm trying to see. Here it is. So yeah, what mastery is, yep, pretty much just get every medal. Every medal and bronze on the rest. Now, I don't know if this means that, like, you know, reverse and pop will count as well. And yep, the track variety is honestly, like, really, really big, like, for 5. And I imagine 6 also has some pretty fun-looking tracks, too. Yeah, some of these, like, you're fun. And then you got the intermediates, which does complicate some stuff. And let's go ahead and move further on into advanced. And yeah, some of these tracks can be kind of challenging. Like Challenger D, for example, here, a lot of water, but barely any land to use. And if you have a bunch of stuff like split exits and all that junk. And you got expert. Yep, there's a castle from the challenge. And Dragstrip, I played it. It's also a unique one because the path doesn't appear until two cars like race over it. So you will have to be mindful over your range. And then extreme, like, is where the game really kicks you in the teeth. Like, if you're just starting fresh. And we'll head back to beginner and try river logging, but in a different way. So, yeah. Let's actually challenge ourselves this time. Impoppable. Fast track, reverse 10. Yeah, thankfully reverse and 10 you get both of them if you have it enabled. And we'll overwrite. And yep. This is it, and yep, that's 10. Like, you only have access to, like, you know, to the original 10 monkeys. Which can make it tough, like, you know, if you're not that well prepared. But since we have fast pass, we do have a little bit more starting money. Of course, this does mean camos are a little bit more scary because we don't have monkey villages to help. So we should consider having the start covered with ninja monkeys. Also, things are really expensive thanks to Improbable. And thanks to the ballistic missiles, we can actually pop lead safely. But I think a flash bomb will be good, so that way clusters can't get away from us. So we're gonna go with clusters. I mean, go with the cluster clearer here. And there's sabotage lines. For the next 15 seconds, the balloons will become half as fast. And thankfully, these guys don't need to have camo detection. You just need a tower that actually can see the camo balloons. And we'll have a sniper on hand to tell us to help out with the camo detecting. And given the layered popper. Let's focus on the super monkey this time. Because yeah, the 10 difficulty, it really makes you think on what you want to do for your strategy. And while you only need to do this once for the medal, you can keep doing it, because yeah, having less tower sword really opens up strategy building. Especially if you're playing to Impoppable. Though the easiest way to play Impoppable, just play it on easy. He will focus on the ceramic buster. And the triple shooter, like, it's good, but not as great as Deadly Precision. Oh, I guess I should change my specialty building instead of having it stuck on Buccaneer. Oh well, too late for that now. I'll have a ninjutsu master complement my bomb thrower. There we go. Let's go. Be careful not to push the microwave. And we'll have an ice tower here to provide slowdown. Though it'll do nothing for the mobs. Unless if I get the super cold aura. Right, there we go. I think this also applies to mob class balloons, like the freeze radius. I know I'm definitely gonna need more, I'm gonna need more monkey subs to substitute for the Lost Buccaneer. I mean, I'm currently working on building one. Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of subs and missiles to handle the enemy wave. To handle the waves. There's extra damage to mobs helps. Though I could plant a sub, like, you know, at the entrance to constantly, like, constantly check for camos. Another thing I'm gonna do that. I'll have this one here be the dedicated camo detector. You know what that does, it'll actually passively pop balloons. And it can also work with water towers. But I'm having this here mainly so that way the Super Monkey doesn't get blindsided by camos. And we're gonna get the Robo Monkey upgrade because this one will pretty just let it shoot out like 2 beams instead of 1. And the ability, the blast radius is really small, but the damage is great, and especially when upgrading, it'll like actually improve its firing attack. More subs. More subs the better. We'll have this one be the submerger. So that way, like, I can have the big missiles be cooled down faster. Hey, submerge. Also, what Original 10 does, it also means you cannot use special agents. Oh, and Pablo goes to 85. I'm dumb, I thought it was 100. Oh well. But 100's more or less just hard, just like, you know, with the extra caveat of the big scary enemy there too. We'll save for the big missile, because these are really good, because it'll be able to kill the green Bloons in one go. Or just pop a bunch of smaller Bloons too. Well, it also gets some smaller upgrades on the side. I pop, therefore I am. Let's get more subs. Now, I think I might need more Super Monkeys, because, if balloons go outside of this range, then, my subs will not attack. Now, put another one, over here. And we'll buff up the range. Okay, 10 more rounds to go. And yeah, the ceramic round, like, it can be dangerous if you haven't set your towers proper yet. And we'll go Robot Monkey again. Because a good way to experiment with the temple of the monkey god is using Sandbox. Ugh, excuse me. And it's important to know, like, you know, like, the game does actually give a little bit of a light reminder to not, like, invest too much time in Bloons Tower Defense. Which you can't sort of let the game just run in the background if you've managed your tower successfully. Of course, you do want to make sure that your game can actually handle, your computer can actually handle it going in the background. I think I'll save for the 3K. There it is, the Terminator Monkey. Yep, the plasma balls are bigger. Ability here. Yep, it's a big area damage, like about this size, not the attack range, but like just slightly smaller. I think I'll save for one of these, so you'll see just how stupid like the sub is, like when you get it to its 4th upgrade here. Yep, first strike. And let this round play out. Alright, here goes. Like after this, just to make sure it goes through. Here it comes. And a big missile. Kaboom! Oh yeah, that's the extra caveat, because normally you would only face one ZOMG on hard, but on Unpoppable, you have 3 to deal with. Thankfully I have the Terminator for big boost damage. So that's why you want to be careful with Unpoppable, because 3 ZOMGs can be literally run-ending if you're not careful. Anyways, yep, with that done, we have gotten 3 medals, and a lot of rewards here. And we can move on to free play. But you're really limited in free play for, like, you know, with a 10 restriction. Yeah. Man, imagine it could be possible to reach around 100 with the limited roster. I'm not going to, because, like, yeah, I'm really limited on my token use until I get the mastery. And I'm 3 away from the starting lives upgrade. And co-op, yeah, sadly I'm not gonna be able to do that. Like this game has long lost to co-op. And sometimes the game does have temporary events, like fighting a special class mob. Or defeating a wave of balloons, like and if you last a certain amount of rounds, like you'll get prizes. But you do have a tower restriction. No, let's try out a different tower, different like specialist. Yeah, here's the mortar part. Like I see there, like, yep, you could auto aim. They could auto aim like or if you go with the Gatling, like it'll also too give you the same the rifle. It'll give the same like thing. Actually, no, wait, it doesn't say. Oh, I think it's in Bloon City that you could have it like target one specific area instead of just everywhere. And Ninja's kind of a neat one, like just extra shuriken power. Ice, like yep. This one you can actually target camouflage balloons and go past the immunity. Which the same thing can apply to the bomb tower too if you go with that tower. Let's see, Mage Spire. Yep. And the last upgrade, it's only usable for the wind path. It will do nothing for the fire path. And the boomerang, shoot twice. Then dart's more or less just basic, like and the final upgrade is also really cool because it'll actually make them pop the lead balloons easily. And the free monkey dart, like it can be pretty helpful, like if you want to have an extra edge. Then subs, yeah, just a little bit more extra firepower, and then submerge, like it'll pretty much just take away. It'll just remove it'll remove their heart. It'll remove regen. And then let's see, Ace, and there's Glue. Or just extra slowing power. And Rifles. Yep. Slightly faster attacking power. And then the Super Monkey, like, yeah, you could have the Temple of the Monkey God have a really special ability. So like just end game right there. Then helicopters, pursuit mode just faster. And engineers, like having better nails is really good. And then, like, you actually have the balloon chipper actually act like a mini, you have to act like a monkey farmer, like, if you go with the final upgrade. But, yep, you're pretty much just, like, decisive in choice. And, let's see. It becomes a little bit tough to decide what you want out of it. Dart is good for the beginners, but for the later tracks, you want to have a little bit more better opportunity to just free dart monkeys every 10 rounds. It's also important to note that, like, while one decreases the cost, another tower type will become more expensive. I think I'll take the Ace Hanger. And for the last run of this stream, like, I think I'm gonna try out an extreme track this time. Extreme map. And let's see. We'll take Plutonium. And yeah, these ones are a little bit more like tricky because, like, yep. You have to pay up with monkey money, but they do give out a lot of experience, which will help you unlock some things. You're going for Unpoppable, and you cannot fast track these at all. As you see here, like, there's 3 entrances, like, 3 entrances for, 3 entrances here. Yeah, so this is pretty much how it works. Like, they'll go, yep, Those 3 are your exits. Yep, no water for your buccaneers. The triple dart upgrade is really good for dart monkeys. Yeah, expert is definitely like a definitely in the department of scary. Let's have one more and then try and build up a bit more specialties here. Yep, this is definitely gonna be a tough one here. I am tempted to go Monkey Village first, but it is risky because, like, if a lead balloon comes by, I will be in extreme danger. Unless if I have a sniper monkey like handle things. Though a free bomb tower is better, honestly. We'll give him cluster bombs as well. I think I'll actually save primarily for the monkey village. And get some glue monkeys around so that way they can have their soak, so that they can be able to handle soaking. And smack dab in the center. Oof. Regen balloons are a little bit scary if you don't pop them safely. Okay. Okay, that was a camel balloon. Yeah, I need some ice monkeys to slow down I need some ice monkeys to slow down everything here. Ah, shoot. Oh, there goes all my lives. And retries, yep, they can be pricey. Man, that's the expert. That's expert mats for you. They can be tough. All right. Daily quests they reset at 5, like on my end. Man, but yeah, extreme mats, they are literally extreme. No, we'll actually go a little bit more clear with an expert instead. And let's see. Take the first expert map. And let's not go restricted on towers again. And if you think that's water, but it's water, but you cannot put your towers on. You cannot put your you can't put your towers on it. You know, grabbing this so that way follow darts don't miss. Oh, never mind. Well, that was stupid. I think I grabbed the wrong vehicle. That's the Ace Tower. Yeah, I may have been stupid there. Yep, fast track can make you stupid. Yeah, mastery pretty much it's 17 beginner and 39 on the rest. Yeah, tributaries is kind of rough because that water you can't put the water type in there. Let's let's try a runway. They'll come in from there, and then they'll slide on in that way. Oh, that's how they appear, like, come out this way. And give them popping power. And now I know how the balloons come out on this map. I'm trolling. I forgot about those. I forgot about those. I'm kind of trolling right now because yep, I'm like being a bit scrambled brained right now. And let's just send this off on an easy that I haven't done yet. Haven't done patch. I'm gonna be fine with 10 because there's really only one water spot on this map. Oh wait, shoot! I forgotten Ace was not available. So I guess I should pick out a different type of I think I'll just go with Ninja. Let's go Ninja in the pumpkin patch. And we'll put subs in the drink. What you do? I need to afford the missile, otherwise I can't pop leads again. There we go. Alright, get more global radius. Right now, I'm gonna actually do a little bit of a challenge here. I'm gonna use just the subs and ninjas. Like, see how that goes. Which I imagine it could be possible since I have the specialty building, and I have a skill that lets me double summon a shadow clone. Only possible with the building. If I have it unequipped, then it won't appear. Alright, let's just blitz. Need one more sub to get the micro missile. Here we go. We're not adding more ninjas. I think I may add one ninja to the front that has the bomb. That has a flash bomb to slow everything down in front. Yeah, I'll have this one be the dedicated bomb thrower. And I'll also have this be the one to slow down new targets if needed. Let's fill the whole bottom row with shurikens. I've lied a bit about only using ninjas, I'll at least have a slow radius tower here. Just gotta get enough money to afford the slowdown. Alright, come on, just a little bit more. I have the slow radius, but I do want to get the frozen contact so that way the ceramic round will be less scary. Alright, there we go. Maxed out ice tower. And let's keep adding ninjas. So we're really on the shuriken pain. I think I'll save for the first strike missiles. Or maybe just enough ninjas to cover the bottom of the map. And to cover this middle area. Yep, all I need is ready to toss a bunch of pointy stuff. Is it pain though? Or what's over the rainbows? Subs are definitely putting in work. It's a shame the ice tower will not work with camos. Thankfully, the bomb and missiles are taking away the lead. Alright, I got my first strike missile. I'll need 2 more though if I want to be safe against like the triple ZOMG. 3,135 to get the upgrade. I know that it's gonna be the ceramic buster. We'll activate the slowdown. You want to slow for medium, which means, yep, 20 more levels till the triple final boss. Yep, and you can hold down a hotkey if you want to activate like the same ability multiple times. And while it's slow, you can use tokens to speed up a ability cooldown, even if it is small at first. Okay, about to approach 15 to the end. You can also use monkey money to like directly inject funds into your run, which isn't really recommended if you're just starting out on Bloons Tower Defense 5. I think it's the same in 6. I think I haven't played that one yet. I just need 1 more missile, and I'll be safe for the final. Well, not completely safe. I'll need to get more. I'll need to get more ninjas to handle a ceramic lineup. Slow down any new balloons. And let's mass spawn some ninjas. Even though they'll do nothing. It also affects any existing balloons out there too. Here's a ceramic run. Nope, no smashing. They got hard snowed. Alright, there we go. I got my missiles ready for round 85. Let's fully furnish the ninja line. The balloon clusters are getting a bit more cheeky. You can also do hotkey, like, let's do hotkey level up. I mean, upgrades. If you don't have to click it every, if you don't want to be clicking every time. Oh boy. I underestimated regens. Shoot. Ah, crap. I think this might be over. Yep, it's over. Yep, I was not expecting the ceramic lineup. Oh well. I think I'll just send this off here, either way. Oh yeah, that has been Bloons Tower Defense, like the series so far up to 5, cause yeah, this series is just fun with the capital F, like on just so much you could do with this game, like strategy for your towers. Popping so much rubber, it's unbelievable. And also too, unfortunately getting creamed when the game either gets really hard to tell you no, or you try to challenge yourself and then the challenge just kills you in the end. Yeah, that has been, but yeah, like, in the series, like, I'm really surprised just how humble it's gone, like, you know, from its 1 map and 5 towers to, you know, there's so many maps and so many towers that you could literally, like create your own challenge, per se. Like, it doesn't have to be what the game limits you to, like, you could just do it yourself as well. And 6 did, like, has changed up some things, like, I really can't wait to explore that when it comes down to it. And anyways, like, that'll be all for me, like, a bit of a short one, but, like, I had a bunch of things to do during the week that kind of prevented me from doing stuff live. But yeah, that'll be all for me, like, have a good rest of your night and weekend, and I'll see you next week for more streams. Bye!